TopMedTalk.
Hello and welcome to TopMedTalk Down Under. I'm Andy Cumpstey and I'm here again with my co-host Kate Leslie at the Australian and New Zealand College of Anaesthetists and Faculty of Pain Medicine's annual scientific meeting here in Brisbane. And we're both at our booth in the healthcare industry exhibition next to Southampton 3M Healthcare, who's our sponsor for this episode, which is fantastic. And we're looking forward to another great day here, aren't we, Kate?
Absolutely. Day 3 at the conference. We're all right into the swing of going to the lectures and then coming back to the healthcare industry exhibition to talk with colleagues and have a coffee and a snack. It's great.
I've got to ask you about yesterday because I thought yesterday was incredible. So many great conversations.
There were great conversations, and in particular, they ended with a fantastic ANZCA Foundation event. So our ANZCA Foundation was founded about 20 years ago, actually by Michael Cousins. Once again, the towering figure in pain medicine and research in Australia and worldwide. It was started off with a grant from the college, and since then it's been supported every year by a proportion of our members' subscriptions. And that really gives our members ownership of all of our research, and I think they're very proud of it. And then our foundation director, Mr. Rob Packer, has worked on philanthropic donations as well. And this year we think we might have nearly $1 million a year from philanthropic donations. And he's really worked on that through actually the power of conversation. So people are interested in donating, but they're not quite sure how and exactly where they want to direct their contributions, and he's done a wonderful thing. And last night we heard from Dr. Peter Lowe, who is our largest living donor. He has given us a lot of money, and that's been directed at the space between trainees and consultants, leaders in research. And finally, Rob mentioned that our ANZCA Clinical Trials Network trials have now gained more than $70 million in national peer-reviewed funding. So we're very proud of that, and it was a great event to meet the donors and also chat with the other researchers. Of course, we've got endless ideas and war stories to share.
Well, war stories is probably a good point, isn't it? I mean, one of the other comments that was mentioned last night was when the foundation was starting, and one of the first grants that was submitted, one of the reviewer comments was, anaesthetists don't do research.
That was Paul Miles and myself when we applied for funding for the Be Aware trial.
Which is not that long ago, really. And you think how far we've come in that time, and now over $70 million of the funding $70 million of funding, as you said. That's an incredible journey, really.
It is. Is there similar funding in the UK?
I don't know the specific numbers, but I mean, I'm not aware of a specific foundation that's giving that sort of amounts out regularly every year. And it was really interesting to see the prizes that were being given last night as well, to a huge range of different research projects covering, cell salvage in the operating theatre through to paediatric trials and mental health work. And again, as Professor David Story mentioned in his address last night, that's a huge change as well. I mean, to think that a mental health project is getting such a large reception and grants and well received by the peer reviewers now is a really, really good thing.
And the first thing that Professor Story said was that, did you notice how many women were among the recipients of those awards? And the chair of that committee, Professor Britti Regley von Ungen-Sternberg, is a chair of anaesthesia in Australia at a G8 university. We're really proud. And today, I think, is going to be a big day for women in research.
Absolutely. And we had a lot of women on the podcast yesterday, didn't we? Some amazing conversations with some really inspirational leaders. We had Shannon Morrison and Claire Maxwell talking about the Emerging Leaders Conference with Mark Priestley, which I really enjoyed. Lots of take-home messages for me from that. But also lots of other great conversations about global health with Dr. Rob McDougall, Dr. Chris Bowden. A really interesting session for me on oxygen and altitude. That's obviously a topic very close to my heart, with Professor Dan Martin and Professor Christine Ball.
I think you'd love us to do every podcast on oxygen.
Obviously, oxygen's the most important thing in the world, Kate. We all need oxygen. There's not too much of it. And then finally, we finished with some excellent and actually really inspiring conversations about continuing professional development, didn't we? And how well that's been received at this meeting, and how changing things up and doing larger workshops has actually generated really good positive feedback and some of the fantastic work that Dr. James Markwell and Deborah Devonshire have been doing. So a really, really good day yesterday, and lots of conversations there to delve into and listen to it when you've got a chance.
Absolutely. So go to our website, go to the TopMedTalk app, go to the ANZCA newsletter, and look for us on our socials, which are X, Facebook and Instagram.
And join our conversations.
TopMedTalk. Thanks for downloading TopMedTalk. Don't forget to subscribe, check us out on YouTube, and of course on social media. We're on Instagram, Facebook and X. Also, it's important to remember that TopMedTalk is the broadcasting arm of EBPOM, evidence-based perioperative medicine. We'd love you to find out more about that, and the way to do that is ebpom.org. Check out our website and find out about some of the incredible conferences we're going to be arranging across the year. ebpom.org.